All right, good morning. It's another morning. It's a beautiful day. The shingle guy came and the metal guy came. Well, it's hard to see, but guy put the metal in there, and then the shingler came and shingled up to it, and then the metal guy will come back and he'll cap he'll put the metal on, then he'll cap it all. And so yeah, I'm waiting on that. I'm going to let that dry out, but I am going to run some zip tape just down the metal on this side. Just to keep any water from intruding in there. The metal will be put in this coming week. I'm not sure what day yet. I have a choice. You know, I could have had it done by now, or I could have had it done right tomorrow or next week. So I chose for the guy that's really good at it, and hopefully it makes it nice and neat. So anyway, so there's that. So, but today I'm going to work on trying to get these columns covered in the back. I've actually taken these poles apart and moved them. This one's kind of twisted, so I need to get the top of this one mounted and then come down and then twist it and then get the bottom. I'll probably do the opposite. I'll probably put the bottom in and then twist it and just shoot the top, because that'll be easier because that's concrete. So in order to not have to do like a 3/4 and a 1/4 inch piece of wood, trying to make the size that this thing is, I'm just going to cut this thing down 1/8 of an inch like I did the other side. And then I can just use standard lumber to frame with. So I framed it out standard, so this 1/8 of an inch makes all the difference in the world. It should come out mathematically, but any kind of twitch, the thing sticks out. So you want to give yourself just a little bit of room. Plus the glue goes behind it, so it kind of all works out. So let me get this thing sliced. We'll cut her down to 1/8 of an inch off of it. I have to cut it the other way first. I gotta figure out that distance. So I have to make the other board, and then I'll come back and do this one, because I have to cut it the width wise down to what it needs to be. I forgot to do that first. And then I'll come back and cut it the 1/8 of an inch off, because my blade won't cut through the whole thing if I don't. It's always something in it. All right, so it ended up working the same as the other side. I need to get it down to 3 1/4 inch wide, and then I'll rip it long ways. So, yeah, well, here we go. I went to grab a board and I didn't even grab it. I grabbed the tape and a knife. Totally got off track. But I'm going to go up and tape the 2 pieces of tin on the tops. We are supposed to have rain, and so I want to make sure that the water doesn't go down behind the tin. Everything else should be fine. I may tape the seams if I have enough. Then I want to cut off the excess and kind of, I'll probably tape down the corner down here too, just so it doesn't come flying up. But anyway, let me get there and get busy on that, and that'll be another thing off our list. This is the important thing for the day though, because it needs to be done, and the lady next door wants to borrow my ladder, so. right, the lady next door has a guy coming to put Starlink in her house. Just a volunteer guy that's doing it from her church, I think. But he has a Cybertruck, so he can't carry a ladder. So he has to borrow my ladder. So he doesn't bring a ladder out on the Cybertruck. So let me get this delivered next door, and I'll get back to work. Hey, at least the roof's done up, so we got that all sealed, so we don't have to worry about that thing leaking if the storm does come. So I'll get that done, and I'll get back, and we'll get cutting on that board. I'll pick some board up. We'll get cutting on that board, and then we'll figure out where we're going to go from there next. I think probably hammer drill, get the posts set, make the bottoms and tops for the posts, and then we'll start on the top. All right, hey, I'm at the neighbors. I delivered that ladder I was talking about, and this is BJ. BJ has a Cybertruck. No wonder he couldn't get a ladder in there. Would it hold ladder?
I did have a ladder.
Yeah.
So I have a 26-foot folding ladder, and I was able to get that in the back here.
Oh, look at this. That is crazy.
So
oh, wow.
Yeah, the folding ladder I had going corner to corner, and it fit fine. But I couldn't
that's cool.
close it because
it's stuck up.
It got right here.
Yeah.
And so in case it rained today, I didn't want all this to get wet.
Oh,
so
yeah, absolutely.
you having a ladder is very handy. But,
this is crazy.
But I got these mount points here all the way up, so eventually I'll get some crossbars, and I can strap a ladder to the top.
What, do these just pop out?
Yeah, just pop out, and there's 4 sets of them.
Hooks, that's cool.
So yeah, from the back here when it's closed, it looks ridiculous. Just this huge
little flat surface, but it's still cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
Wow. That's neat.
There's a sub trunk down here I can show you once I get it on.
Nah, yeah, that's fine. I get it. That's awesome. That's awesome. What's the license plate? Off-highway vehicles for Kentucky. Oh, that's kind of cool.
It helps with like trail maintenance and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
It has an off-road mode.
That's cool.
Trying at some point, but
yeah, I saw it lower when you came in.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's a lower to entry level.
It's like my refrigerator.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. A lot of people are wrapping it because of that, but
yeah,
I mean, I've dropped tools on this thing. I've hit it with a table saw. Actually, dropped a table saw on it from 8 feet because I.
Oh my gosh!
It didn't even scratch it. It hit. Actually, it did scratch the plastic here, but it did nothing to the metal.
Oh my! Oh,
oopsie.
Yeah, I think we just set it off.
Yeah, these all just wipe off, and I just.
That's crazy. It's awesome looking though. I actually like it. I didn't think I would like it, but in real life, I think I do like it.
It's kind of cool in real life. I think it changes minds in real life. And there's storage up front here too.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, I added this because I didn't want things to fall out, but I mostly just keep things I don't use much in here.
What's it?
Oh, I really gotta.
What is that?
Turn that off. You could customize the lock sound.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's that little? What does that say?
It says Cybertruck.
Oh, Cybertruck.
It's supposed to look like welding, but of course this is plastic.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So then I just got all my.
No, that's slick. Two pickup bed and a trunk. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, if you have this, if you empty it out and you can get up here and sit in it, and it's got like a backrest, and this will keep the sun or rain off. It's
that's kind of neat. Little addition.
Or something. Yeah.
Huh.
And then you just push that. One time I've cut myself is on this. I reached in, pushed the button, and.
Oh yeah, slid in there. Oh yeah, that would be kind of sharp.
It's a little sharp.
Yeah.
Oh, you see the inside if you want.
It's slick.
Yeah, to open it, it's just to push this button. It has a plunger that pushes it open, so you don't hurt your finger. And when you pull it out, it pulls back.
It goes back.
But it'll also break ice.
Is this side camera?
Yeah, they got so camera here, front, and back, and the same on the sides. So I think there's 8 cameras all the way around.
Look at the windshield wiper. Yeah. I just saw it.
Yeah, this is
golly. I wonder what that sucker costs.
$80, I think.
Oh, that's not bad. Because I mean that's normal.
And it's just one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, that's not bad. I mean, a set of windshield wipers costs $80. I mean, that's. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's not bad at all.
Yeah. Huh. It covers pretty well too.
Yeah.
The shape is not.
That's slick.
Yeah, it's a little dirty. Sorry.
No, I don't. Just the fact that you have one. That's crazy. That actually looks like there's pretty good room in the back.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you don't have a tunnel for a transmission or.
Right, yeah, no tunnel. The tonneau goes down underneath in this bin here.
Down's in there.
So
yeah, that's
on the Rivian they have a gear tunnel here, but instead of that, on this one they put the tonneau in there.
Okay.
Yeah, the back you could fit. There's 3 latch systems, so you could fit like 3 car seats across it. Which is kind of cool. But these go 90, which is really nice for like loading stuff.
That's kind of slick. This white.
This you can do both sides up.
Oh wow.
If you want. So when I thought I was gonna have to come with the tonneau open, I actually had a bunch of stuff back here in case it rained.
Yeah, gotcha.
I guess it might.
Well, that's slick, brother. That is a nice ride.
Thanks. Yeah, it's
that's cool.
Pretty fun. I actually towed with it a couple weeks ago.
How did it do?
Pretty good. I towed a Ford Edge for 112 miles or so from Lexington to Corbin. So it used about 65% of the battery. There were 2 or 3 superchargers along the way, so I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tow a camper across the country.
Right.
But if you're just doing like around town or local towing,
going to pick up something from Lowe's or whatever,
the 4-wheel steering makes it so easy.
Oh, it's got 4-wheel steering?
Yeah. So
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, wow.
I think it's...
Is it always on like that?
Yep.
Huh.
Of course I'm
that's slick.
steering it.
yeah. That's slick. That's slick. I wonder what the tires cost.
I don't know. I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah. Well, you got a long ways to go before you.
Yeah. But the suspension does move, so you can do...
Yeah, I saw it lower when you got here. That's cool.
Yeah, there's 4... Well, there's like 6 levels, really.
Is that airbags then?
I think so.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't know. But they have entry for getting in and out. There's low for highway speeds. Medium is sort of what I have for in town. It's nice and cushy. This is high.
Yeah.
And they have very high for off-road. And they have extract mode if you're stuck, which goes up to, I think it's 17-inch clearance or something.
Wow. Yeah.
So it has about a foot swing.
That's wild.
The highest.
It's slick. You want me to get out of the way?
Who's looking for a fight tonight?
Lights cool in the front. All right, so I've been out here for about an hour or so, and I didn't film because it was going to be boring. I had to figure out my bird box up there and exactly how it needed to go, and it took me a while, and it was just a lot of standing there looking at it, thinking how to do it. So that's what I kind of came up with there. My little pieces here, just cut it down and trimmed it there. I will have an issue right here. I have to match, you know, you have choices when you're building. And I had the choice to slant this roof to match the old house, how it kind of has fallen, where the old porch is sunk. New porch is 100% solid, has that massive foot in there, which you guys have seen, so you know it's huge. It is not going to sink. So do I kind of bring the level down to match like the old roof is sunk, or do I just build it perfectly level and straight. And so I just decided to go perfectly level and straight, and then I figured I'd have to work out the kinks. So one of the kinks is this corner right here, and I have to come up with this board. I had to trim this board up to match the bottom of this board, and it's just the way it is. This is leaning, yeah. So you just kind of have to work with it. By the time I do the soffit and stuff and the trim, hopefully I can bring it around just a little bit and you won't notice it, because I mean, it is off, it's not much. I mean, it's less than what, a quarter inch there. But I think if you had your eye, well, now you guys know, because I told you, you'll see it when you look at it, but nobody else besides the whatever, all of you guys. That's just stupid, right? Everybody in the world will now know that it's crooked there, but I think by the time we do the soffit and all that stuff, it'll soften it up and you won't see it so much, and then we'll just kind of work it out. Maybe I'll come down a little bit on both pieces or something. I don't know, whatever we need to do to make it look the best we can make it look, and we'll work around it. But you have to do something. You have to make a decision when you're doing construction. I don't care who you are. There's no house built correctly. I mean, correctly, but they're off, right? And lots of things drive that or whatever. In this case, the porch is sinking, and I put on a brand new level front porch. So this side ties together a lot better in the corner. We did trim the board when we put it in on the top, so that it kind of matches out at the top. And he should have done that on that side, honestly, but he didn't, and it is what it is. But it all worked out. I mean, so I just got to build the birdhouse on this side, make sure I get it level in there, and go from there. So basically what I'm doing is just building a piece like this. It seemed like the easiest way to do it to me. I set it in there, shove this up in the thing, nail this in over here, and that boxes it off, and then I just frame it in from there. I mean, that's the best I could think of. I mean, somebody probably knows a lot better way. I've never done this before. I've never done a birdhouse before. I've seen them done, but on those on my building, they just made gigantic boxes and nailed them up in there. This is just a little thing. So anyway, that's what I came up with. That's what I'm doing. Don't yell at me too bad in the comments, but you just got to figure things out. And I've never seen, it's like I've never seen the wheel before. That's me right now. Never seen a bird box, how to frame it in. I mean, I've seen them, but never thought how to frame them in before. I would have thought that the end joist of the beam would have just come straight out to the edge, but what do I know? All right, good morning. It's a beautiful morning. It's supposed to be raining, but the rain has cleared for the day, so that's awesome. Hopefully it stays nice all day. It's burning off the moisture. It was real foggy this morning, but the moisture is burning off. The humidity is high, but anyway, so I'm getting back on this. I decided I'm going to go ahead and start working on this here, trying to get it filled in. So I'm going to put the original, or the board on top there, and then we will work our way from there down to the sides. But yeah, so I'll put the board up, I'll drill my hole centered in that board actually, and then I'll mount the box. I'm just using a flush mount box, and I'll just run it's over here somewhere, I don't even know where it is, but I'm just using a flush mount box, and then I will put the light on that, or put a hanging light on that. So I'll need to put the board in, do the light, run the electrical, leave it long because it's going to tie, actually this one's going to tie in the switch, so I just need to see where the switch wire comes up, probably into this box, and then I'll go from there. These lights will be hooked into the eave lights all the way around, soffit lights all the way around. Same with those, but this one will be on a separate switch with these. So that's the way we're handling that. right, so I don't know what you can see and what you haven't seen. The battery died in the camera, so I'm not sure where. I turned the extended battery on. If I turn the extended battery on right away, it overheats the battery, so I kind of let it run. I usually remember to check it, but I didn't this morning. But it's coming along. We got a few boards in there, but 5. And yeah, it seems, you know, that first board was really rough. The second board was pretty rough, and I was gonna have to wait for my wife. But I got my little helper up there. I got the buddy bucket for the ladder up there, so it's holding all my stuff now, saving me trips. Now I just need to think things out and get a system going. I think I've got something going here, just not sure. But if I go at the rate I'm going right now, I'm fine. You know. So one piece at a time. We'll just keep working our way down on this side, and then we'll start the other side. I got to run the electric up, put the light box in there, and all that stuff too. But I wanted to get some of this started anyway, right? So, all right. Before I get too far though, I'm gonna stop and run all my camera wires. So that's another project. But yeah. Anyway, one thing at a time, right? All right, I got a mess going, but I wanted to run my new security cables for camera cables. At least 2 of them down to here and then 1 to the back side, and I can just leave them up there for now. But I just wanted to get them run up there while I have it open, and there's a breeze up in here and it's cooler, and I'll just get them run over there somewhere that it's easy to get to, and then, you know, I'll worry about that later on, getting them down into the rooms where they need to be. Woo, I didn't want to go. Well, it needs to be done. Get it over with. Come on, do it. Just get over it. Just get over it and do it. Alright. These cables are way down there. Pull it to here. Then I'll run that toe that way. Kind of toss this that way. Pull those this way. What a mess. Alright, so I washed up, changed my t-shirt, changed my hat, got the insulation stuff off. So I'm gonna get back at this. I can seal it off now and not feel bad at all. So let me get to work. I'm hoping to get this side done, get started on the other side. Let's go. right, so it's coming along. I do need to do a little touch up here and there, but it's coming along just fine. So I'm down at the end. It is a little bit off, 1/2 inch on that end. So I'm gonna have to measure this piece, kind of cut it at an angle, probably just string line it and rip it. And then I'll have to cut a notch out for this, and then I want that piece to all be continuous, so I'll float that piece in there too. So this is gonna be kind of an interesting piece to cut, but we'll get it in there and then we'll finish this off. Then we'll get up there, put that piece in, and we'll get going down the line this way. I hate to go all the way back up there, but you gotta do what you gotta do. We gotta get this thing closed off. So I am not gonna have enough wood, that's for sure. So I will have to get some more out, but now I can count it, figure out exactly what I need. It didn't help that I have a couple curved boards. All right, so I'm calling it a day. It has been quite the day. We got a long ways though. I wish I had gotten it done, but so I just spent the evening getting the end gable and then the sides and everything kind of lined up, and then I'll start running that. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. Up there, I just can't get that little triangle to sit 100% right up there. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but I'll play with that a little more tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, yeah, other than that, everything's looking really good, I think. So, yeah, that's going to be it. I'm going to clean up, and then we got to get to Lowe's. I got to get some more boards. We need to count up and see what we need, and then got to get those painted tonight. So, yeah, we're going to call it off and head out, and we'll start again tomorrow. All right, see you guys.